I'm Jen. I am the general manager at the Spring Lounge in Manhattan. We are on the corner of Spring and Mulberry Street, and you might know us as the Shark Bar, even though that's not ever been the name, but that's what a lot of people call us because we have all of the stuffed sharks on the walls. We're one of the oldest bars in the city, not quite as old as Francis Tavern and Pete's Tavern and some of those places, but we're pretty old. This location has been a bar since the 1930s. There's lots of tales about what the various names might have been. Wilson's 1030, named after craps games in the basement that used to happen, and Chappie's. We have a picture of Chappie hanging up that I'll show you. But it's been a Spring Lounge since the 70s. And the current ownership has been here since 1996. So, and Brian and his partners who opened this place took really good care of it and really tried to keep it as the homey, like, neighborhood spot that it always was, but just with constantly thinking about a mind towards improving the place, you know. Building some new benches and putting in new windows where it was needed and that kind of stuff. But, you know, really, if you look at pictures of this bar over the years, you would notice all of the changes. And yet when you come here all the time, it feels like it's never changed. And that's because this place has this sort of magical quality about it that brings people together, that makes people feel like they're at home. When they're not. And some people act like it's their home, even though it's not. But it's one of our favorite things about it. You know, this whole experience has been so bizarre for everybody, not just for us, obviously, and across a variety of industries. But I think the bar and restaurant industry has really suffered in particular. I've been, you know, a little vocal, not very much, for fear of backlash, honestly, but about the lack of support that the restaurants and bars have gotten. There's very little help for us outside of getting the PPP loan, which, while has been very helpful, at the same time, if you're an operator in New York, your biggest issue is not your payroll. Your biggest issue is your rent and your utilities and your cost of doing business on that level. We've been managing to, keep our doors open, and which was very important to us because we really wanted to stay a part of the community. We wanted to be connected to our customers. We wanted to make sure everybody was okay. We did, find out that we lost a few customers to COVID over this past year, which was really sad. And luckily, all of our staff was okay, even the ones that got sick. But it's hard. It's hard asking for help. It's really hard not knowing if you're going to make it through the other side when you've put so much of your hope and your time and your energy into a place. I'm not part of the team of people that opened this place in the 1990s. I started working here in 2003 as a barback. I marched myself in here and asked for a job, and here I am 18 years later as the manager. I couldn't get away from this place. I just loved it so much. And I love the people so much that are here. And in talking about how us and other places in this industry needed help, a couple of customers recommended the Barstool Fund to me. So I thought I would, send in a video and give it a try. I don't think that we are any needier or more deserving than any other place for this kind of help. But I don't know. You don't know unless you ask, right? So here I am asking for help. Like I said, we've been very fortunate to have a sizable outdoor space, which I know a lot of people don't have. We have made sure to stay connected to our friends and regulars, so they've been coming and they've been trying to support us however they can, whether that's stopping by for a beer whether that's buying some of our new winter merchandise. We have hats, we have hoodies, trying to keep you all warm in the cold. But, you know, we also have a landlord who has opted not to negotiate with us on any level in terms of the back rent that we haven't been able to pay. We're, you know, paying a small portion of our rent for the past several months. We tried to pay rent in the beginning when we thought maybe we would only be closed for a few weeks or a month, but as time went on and it was obvious that that wasn't happening, we had to scale back our rent. And our rent in this location, even though we're a small bar, is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And so that's what I'm asking for help with. We have a very sizable back rent bill that would take us several years to climb out of that hole, as well as our rent on our lease is still what it is. So we're gonna owe a lot of money for a long time. So I don't know, I've been here for almost 20 years, and I would love to make sure that the Spring Lounge stays here for another 20 years. You know, we've been through a lot. We stayed open during 9/11. I wasn't here at that time, but the current owner, Brian, tells stories all the time about how the local cops and firemen asked him to please not close so that they had a place to go during those terrible weeks. We survived Hurricane Sandy, where we kept these doors open with camping candles and lanterns and Bluetooth speakers and anything that we could to, again, just help, you know, show people that we were here for them. You know, we had a lot of people during that time who were really excited that they had a place that they could go and eat their dinner not in their dark apartments by themselves. So that's what we're trying to do, you know. We just want to be here for people, you know. And yes, it's a business and we want to make money and we want to make a living, but this place is more than that. This place is really everything to a lot of us. So a lot of us have met, including myself, met our husbands or wives here. My husband and I had a giant wedding party with 100 people here at the Spring Lounge. And anyway, I've babbled enough. If you've ever been to the Spring Lounge, you know the magic that it has. And if you have never been here, I hope that you get the chance to be here someday. Okay, I'm gonna take you on a little tour around the room and I'll show you. We're a little messy because it's COVID, but you know, so I mean, you know, this place, and there's our hammerhead hanging out in the back room there, and our moose above the bathrooms, which was ironically a wedding gift from the owner to his wife, if that's what you're into. There's one of our sharks on the wall with our logo, our motto, life is short, drink early. And there is our iconic shark behind the bar. Yeah, and now I'll take you for a quick walk outside. We're not open yet, so the gates are still shut, but I'll take you for a quick walk outside and you can see. Yeah. Here's our corner. Here's one of our outdoor spaces. Here's another one of our outdoor spaces. Take a walk here. You can see our famous logo that everyone takes pictures in front of. And that's it. That's the story of the Spring Lounge. Thank you so much, and hope to hear from you guys. I hope everyone stays safe.